So there are only three foods that Japanese people eat every day as the base of their eating habits, and that's what keeps them healthy. So today we are exploring the dietary secrets of Japan's elderly, revealing how these habits can dramatically improve your health. This video will challenge and expand your understanding of the healthy eating by uncovering the habits of keeps Japanese elders thriving. A study over 100 Japanese elders aged 90-year-old or above revealed that 90% share the common eating habits. What are these habits? Why are they so effective? So with the agenda here, we have three agendas. Three pillars of longevity. 2. The history behind these practices. 3. How can incorporate them into your life. So the three pillars of longevity that I mean is, okay, so all of the Japanese the older citizens basically, and eat rice like 99% every day, basically. Maybe once a day, or 2 times a day, 3 times a day, doesn't matter. Seemingly ordinary, but the magic lies in what accompanies with it. So we have to read the lines of this data so that they don't just eat rice. It's a part of the trio that includes miso soup and pickles. So in Japanese, the word the oshokuji, which means a meal, traditionally offers that a set of rice, miso soup, and pickles. So those trio forms the foundation of their daily diet, especially among the elderly. So the miso soup packed with the minerals from fish or vegetables, fiber, protein from soy, and beneficial microbes from the fermentation process. Right, primary energy source from carbohydrates. Absolutely. Opt for a brown rice for additional minerals and fibers if you choose them. So the pickles, the fermented varieties are particularly beneficial for gut health, rich in probiotics. So together, these three provides the balance, fiber, carbohydrates, bacterial benefits, and a crucial for maintaining healthy gut, and a key to the overall well-being. That being said, so I'd like to move on to some historical context of these three sets. The origin of this dietary trio can be traced back to the 13th century or even earlier. The aristocracy's meal evolved into a more structured form of 7 dishes, later simplified into commoners' meal of 1 soup, 3 dishes, gochujou sansai. So rice and pickles are also included to that set of meals. Over time, they evolved into testimonial Japanese meal structure centered around the golden three, which is the trio that I mean: the miso soup, rice, and pickles. So how you get that started to yourself? Okay, so those three, all good. You want to maybe try out, maybe for your first time, maybe you know it from before, you try that at the Japanese restaurant, but it's not very familiar to you, depending on where you live. I mean, if you live in Japan, it's much easier to have an access to those three. It's like pretty much everywhere. You can pretty much get it everywhere, and there's so many varieties of ingredients you can have in Japan. However, so how can you start incorporating this golden trio into your diet? Begin with the high quality miso and dashi for the soup. Opt for good rice, preferably brown rice, and the experiment with the different types of pickles. These ingredients might be hard to find if you're living outside Japan. I totally agree with that. So local Asian supermarket you can try out, or online stores like Amazon even have misos or brown rice, anything you can buy. If you don't really care about the varieties and overall qualities of it, you can find them. Or if you have chance to visit Japan, especially now it's very cheap to visit Japan because of the exchange rate, because of the inflation rate gap. It's much cheaper now. So if you have just time, you can fly over here, get them. There's so many good places you can get the great misos and all that stuff. There's another video from my channel kind of showed some places like a Sano Miso shop, and also Fermentation Village. All those things have lots of great varieties of misos and all that stuff that you need for the miso soup, and some for your pickles, Japanese pickles. So yeah, that's one of the ways you can go through. So the results by incorporating the miso soup, rice, and pickles into your dietary outline, you will benefit from the combination of fiber, microbes, and carbohydrates, and protein, and vitamins, a formula that has kept many Japanese elders healthy for generations. So that's about it. Just kind of summing up this whole thing, that those three things are very much a common thing for a Japanese diet. It stayed as a basic of their eating thing. Okay, what's a meal for Japanese people? For a long time coming was rice, miso soup, pickles. That's a basic. On top of that, they put some grilled fish, some other dishes to compose a meal as a whole. But if you say the minimum of the meal is about those three, and a lot of elders are kind of used to that in conventional eating or composition of the meal, so they just stick to it every day basically, and they are living longer. And there's a scientific reason why. If you're looking at what contain all those food, it's kind of evident. Okay, those three things might definitely keep your gut healthy, because of the essential nutrients are covered inside of the ingredients. So if you made it this far, I'm glad you did, and you just step away from the transforming your eating habits with the wisdom of what I've shared today, if you call it a wisdom, I don't know. But have any other, I'm very curious to know, so drop them in the comment section below if you like to, if you have some time. So then see you in the next video.